My name is Joe Cashwell with Rotorcraft RC. We have a pair of incredible cases here. The timing was crazy cool. This is Nick from the RC Rotor Revolution. You've seen his podcast, heard his podcast if you do helicopter stuff. And that's James's case. James calls me up one day, talks about a case. He was referred from an existing customer, which was awesome. Thank you. And we started talking about his build, and it just went and went and went and went. He went crazy. And I love crazy customers. And then Nick called me like 4 days later. Hey, we've talked about the case in the past. Let's see if we can do it. For us, this is spectacular because doing acrylics, especially two-color acrylics, ties up the CNC machine for a pretty long time. So we have a piece of acrylic and we put the black dye on. And you can see the black dye in the background on both logos. And that just gets done on a downdraft table. We spray the dye on, we let it dry. Whenever we feel like CNCing, it's waiting for us. So that's what we did. And you CNC off all the areas where the red is going to be. Then you dry off the acrylic because we spray water to keep it clean. And then you come back and you spray the red. This is the problem. This is the time-consuming part. The piece of material is clamped down to the machine, and we have to wait for the red dye to dry completely because we're going to be misting it again before we can CNC where the clear parts are going to be. So when you get two logos that are, well, very seldom do we get two logos that are the same colors. It was great for us. And we've got video of doing both of them. We'll put that in the middle of this. But nope, these are both true 12S cases. They both have the iCharger 4512 engines in them. So 4512s are up to 45 amps per channel, between 2 and 12S per channel. So you don't have to series or parallel or anything like that. It's ready to go. So you can still parallel charge 12S packs. So what we did for Nick, actually have two XT90s on the deck, and then we have the Rotorcraft balance boards. So these are 13 position JSTXH connectors. And what that does is that will run a true 12S with a single JSTXH balance lead. Both cases have switches on the main power. Both cases have mooch. Both cases have hotel meters. For our hobbyists, you might not know what a hotel meter is. We do these in commercial and pro cases. So we have drone clients that fly around all the time, and they literally fly to where they're going to go fly. They ship their equipment, they fly there, they're in a hotel, they're charging. Well, this tells you your AC current that you're drawing. So like in a hotel, we tell people to stay 15 amps or below. I think technically you can get up to 20 amps before you pop a breaker. But once again, we tell people all the time, it's really rough when you go to the front desk and say, hey, we need maintenance to jump a breaker or reset a breaker. We jumped it with a big black box in our room. So the hotel meter, when you're running on a generator, it'll let you run up to the max of what the generator is. If you have a 220 circuit at your house or in your shop or in your garage or even your basement, wherever you charge, you can plug these cases into 220 all the way up to 240. The case will come on, and of course your current's going to cut, your amperage is going to cut in half. So these are well-rounded cases. Of course, James put audio in the top of his. He has a pair of 4512s in his case. So he has 4 channels that are independent from each other and a pair of Meanwell 2000s in that also. So he can really put some juice to some packs when he wants to. Let's go ahead and take a look inside, and we're going to go ahead and show you some videos of how we cut the acrylics. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in these cases. That one especially is loaded. Some of the other features that we did is we have the pop-up screens. So we've really gotten good at doing this. It has a back plate behind it that keeps anything from getting in the case when it's filled up. We did do the Rotor Revolution, the RR, for the fan vents, and then for the Firethorn, we went ahead and put their logo on the fans also. We typically avoid doing customers' logos in the fans because it has to be a very open logo for airflow. Both of these actually exceeded the airflow requirements that we have on our fans. So we were happy to do that. A little bit more CNC time, tool change, good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and power them up now. Now, because these are 4512s, can do up to 12 cells in one channel, 4.2 volts per cell, or if you have high voltage, 4.35. When you're discharging, they create a tremendous amount of heat inside this little enclosure. So on these cases like this with the 12S, if the client is going to discharge, and we always ask, they get a lot of heat. So these have our commercial pro fans in them. And they're a little bit louder than a regular fan. So when we turn this on, you're going to hear it. Our commercial clients, they don't care. They just want functionality and durability. These are really thick fans. They're high volume fans. They're double roller bearing fans. They move a lot of air. So now you're going to hear them. Bluetooth. I hate that sound. So with James's case, now he can turn on his phone and it's going to say Bluetooth speaker. He can lock on to the amp and then play music from that. We're going to go ahead and turn on the LEDs. Now I know an iPhone sucks at reading that red. I'm hoping it isn't washing out. I will get a good video of the LEDs. Also on Nick, he had us put a little 2 amp XT30 DC port on here so he can charge his transmitter from it, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. Clients always come up with great ideas. They know what they need in their product. But like I said, these are incredible cases. This is a small 12S pack, and if you look, it's got a 13 position JSDXH and the Rotorcraft 12S JSDXH balance boards accept this very well. These batteries, because they're commercial, have the 16 position Molex connector, and we just make these adapters here in the shop for us. Now, this is an AS150U connector, but we make adapters that go from these to XD90s. And we also have AS150U deck mounted connectors also that we make the piece, well, we order the PCB boards and then we make them up here at the shop. Incredible cases. We're gonna go ahead and get you some video now of these things sitting here running. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, they're beautiful. I love them. There's times that we build cases that we kind of get attached to them. And these are going to be those cases that when they leave, we're going to miss them. Of course, we're going to have other cases to do, but when you do customization like the fan grills and the transmitter ports and speakers and the AC meters and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of wiring. The cases stay here extended periods of time because there is a lot of work to be done on them. So the longer they're here, the more we get attached to them. Like literally when you walk in the morning and you see the case, you smile. I do, but I truly love my job. I get paid to be creative and build crazy stuff like this. There's no better job. Well, maybe Elon Musk. He launches rockets, but love my job. Rotorcraft RC, keeping you in charge.